Hi guys! Today's video is going to be another makeup tutorial. I know it's been a while since I did one of those, but I was getting ready to film another video and I was like, why don't I just go ahead and kind of like do a tutorial of the look that I'm going to be doing. You get what I'm saying. So, this is the look that I was wearing in my Boxycharm unboxing video. Okay, so I've already done my eyebrows so that you guys don't have to sit here and watch me put them on my face for a good 5 minutes. And I'm going to start right in with my eyes. I'm going to use the Revlon Age Defying Dark Spot. This is such a long name. Revlon Age Defying Targeted Dark Spot Concealer Treatment. I've talked about this before. It is a crappy concealer from the drugstore, but it is a fantastic eyeshadow base. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend it out with the Pure makeup sponge. I'm going to set it with the Wet n Wild pressed powder in Golden Tan. I'll usually just use an eyeshadow for this, but the palette that I'm using today doesn't have a good color for me personally to set my lids. So I figured I'd just use my face powder. So the palette I am using today is the Pure Cosmetics Buff Collection palette. I got this in a Boxycharm a couple months ago, and it's basically a knockoff for the Naked 3 palette. I'm going to start by taking this Sandstone shade, which is like a kind of shimmery but not glittery, satiny copper shade. And I'm just going to take that and throw it on my crease. Anyways, I'm putting this like really all over the crease. I want to get like really glowy, a lot of shimmer. That's the look I'm going for. So I'm putting it pretty high up and just kind of letting it be really messy. Now I'm going to take this Canyon shade, which is a little bit darker, and I'm going to use that to concentrate it a little bit lower down. And start to give the look a little bit more depth. Now I'm going to take this shade called Dust, which is even deeper, and I'm going to get that, and I'm going to put it along the edge of my lash line on the outside. Alright, now I'm going to grab the super fluffy one that I started with, and I'm just going to kind of go over everything. Make sure everything's blended out super nicely. I'm going to take a nice flat brush, and I'm going to wet it. I'm going to go into this really light shade called Sahara. I'm going to pack this on the center of my lid. That didn't turn out as light as I had hoped. Lastly, I'm going to take a concealer brush. I'm going to go into the Quartz shade, which is more of like a powdery light shade. It doesn't have the same metallic tone as the rest of everything else, which is what I'm going for, because with everything else being kind of metallic and satin and shiny, I don't want my brow bone to have that. I want my brow bone to be a little bit more matte. So I'm going to put this on my brow bone. I'm going to take this Starlux Pro, what is it called? Lose pen? Lose pen. It's like L-U-X-E, like luxury. Lose. That is not how you pronounce that. Anyways, it's a felt tip eyeliner. And that's the star set. I'm going to use this to line my eye. To do what you do with felt tip eyeliner. This is the first time I'm actually using this for this. I don't know what I think about this. The pen tip is a lot thicker than I would like. I do not have a very steady hand. I'm a very, very shaky person. So it's very easy for me to mess these things up. So I really prefer something to have a skinnier tip so that if I mess up, well, I could stand to get a little thicker with it anyway. But if there's no room for me to, you know, wiggle a little, it's very scary. But this does create a very smooth line, which I like. Some felt tip pens have a tendency to skip more than others, and the line doesn't look as clean, but this one looks quite nice. As much as I don't like the thickness of this pen, I actually do really like how it performed. So I think that's a win. So now I'm going to use a makeup wipe to clean up everything underneath and make sure that all my fallout's gone. Clean up the edge here where it kind of like got a little messy. Now that we're done with that, we're going to move on to our face. And I'm going to use the Maybelline Dream Pure BB. This is the skin clearing one that has salicylic acid in it to help clear up your breakouts, which my skin's been breaking out so bad lately, but I'm starting to think that it might actually be a diet thing and not like a skincare thing. So, kind of trying to work on that, but I like junk food, so I don't know. This is going to be a summer look, something that, you know, is for summer. I'm so good with words. And with it being summer, you don't want a full face of foundation. We're trying to go out and enjoy ourselves in the sun, and BB cream is good for that. Low maintenance. More wearable in the heat. So this is my favorite BB cream. Although I think this year I might want to try out some more because I've really only tried out a few. I've been hearing some good reviews on a few, and I might get some and try some out. Maybe I'll grab a bunch of like drugstore BB cream options and do like a video on them. So this is the pure makeup sponge that came in last month's Boxycharm. We got 3 of them. And I was incredibly excited about it because makeup sponges are pretty much always welcome. And Kathleen Lights talks about how she really likes these pure ones. But I'm going to have to say that I do not share her fondness for these. They are really, really stiff. Like incredibly stiff. So in the sense where it's almost uncomfortable to hold because like you have, I mean, maybe it's just me because my hands are really weak. I have like an injury situation going on. So it's uncomfortable to hold because you have to clench it harder to hold onto it. And it hurts more on your face. It's got that whole thing going on. And then like when I clean it, I have to squeeze harder just to get the stuff out. So sadly, I now have 3 sponges that I feel like I have to use because I have them, but I don't like to use. So that's kind of sad. I feel like I don't have enough on my nose. I honestly feel like my skin is just so bad right now, like a BB cream is just not enough. So today I wanted to try out this concealer collection by Measurable Difference. It was in last month's Boxycharm, and I haven't tried it yet. I'm really curious about how it's going to work because it's really like an unknown brand, at least to me. I've never heard of them. And it's basically like a concealer palette. So it's got all the colors you could really need to create the perfect situation for your face. So I want to go ahead and try to use it for some concealing and maybe a little bit of contouring. I don't contour much, but I do occasionally like to contour my nose and my forehead because my forehead's huge and my nose is not necessarily how I would like it to be. So we're going to test this out. We're going to see how it is and see if it really is something cool or if it's just like a crap product. So I think my biggest challenge is going to be trying to figure out how to get a color that's going to work for me because I don't think I'm really good at that. So I'm thinking this mocha shade here and possibly this like taupe shade right here might work together to get like a concealer thing that I could work with. So let me find a brush that will work out for this. It's a lot stiffer than I think it should be, considering you're going to have to be mixing it. Like, I don't think they should make this, and also for it being a concealer, like, I don't think a concealer should be this stiff. I think that might actually be right. That taupe is kind of light, but I like my concealer light. And that mocha is definitely going to be too dark on its own. And creme brulee looks too yellow. Okay, so I think I'm going to try, oh yeah, that's like skin tone. That's like, let's cover up a blemish. So I think I'm going to try like just like striping it. Yeah, that is so thick. I literally just like dug down to the pan trying to get it on my brush. Ooh, I almost grabbed the entirely wrong color because I was not paying attention. I'm pretty impressed with how well this mocha color is my color though. Like, that's kind of exciting. Maybe if I put some oils in there. Okay, what am I going to use for darker color? I'm going to try using this pecan shade for my darker color. And we're going to put some up here. Yup. We're doing this. I'm terrified. Now, I don't contour my cheeks. I already have pretty, like, see, you can see. You can see the shadow right here. I've done nothing. I have nothing on my cheeks. I don't need to contour my cheekbones. They're already contoured naturally. Oh God, dropping things. All right, let's try to blend. Let's see if they blend. This is when we really find out. Oh, okay. I'm pleasantly surprised because when I was working with putting them on the skin, they did not feel like they were going to blend. But they actually are blending much better than anticipated. So I'm really happy about that. I definitely don't know about their use as like an under eye concealer. I don't really know if they feel good as that. But for like the overall face contour situation, I think I like how they worked in that situation. But I'm kind of disappointed with how little's in these because I can't say I'm going to use all of these colors, obviously. And I mean, I'm definitely already like hitting pan on this one. And I've done my face once. So the longevity of this palette is not there. I'm going to go ahead and powder my whole face with the Wet n Wild pressed powder in Golden Tan. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to use the Pure Bronzer, the Pure Bronzing Powder in Mineral Glow. Oh yeah, there we go. I totally just put way too much on. I put like way too much bronzer right here. I'm trying to even it out by putting like way too much over there. This is like the perfect summer bronzer. It is so glowy, but don't do what I did and don't overdo it at the end. For blush, I'm using Wet n Wild's Mellow Wine blush. These Wet n Wild blush color icon blushes, they're amazing. They're so nice. They're so pigmented, but not too pigmented. They're that perfect level of pigmented where you don't have to worry about murdering your face and you don't have to worry about using half the product on your face in one sitting just to get the required look. And they're so dirt cheap. go get them all. So yeah, we're gonna go with this one because it's a nice like burnt brown. I don't know what you call these colors, but it looks good in the summer with that whole suntanned glow ideal. For highlight, I'm going to use Ofra Rodeo Drive, which is literally like my new favorite highlighter. Like, it's so bright, so stunning. Like, it's not subtle, so don't think you're going to get anything even close to subtle glow. Like, you are going to blind. So I'm also, whoa, I did not mean to put it on my entire nose, but you know what? Okay. And the Cupid's bow. I'm looking at my pile of stuff here that I put out to film with, and I'm realizing I just totally forgot to prime my face. I feel like every time I put my makeup on, I forget at least one step, if not more. And I'm really disappointed because I was going to put on an illuminating primer. Let's finish up the lower eye portion thing. I'm going to start by opening this. Okay. I'm going to start by doing just something really plain and simple, which is I'm going to take the, which one was it? Oh, Dust. I'm going to take the Dust shade on the same kind of denser brush. I'm going to really whack it. I'm going to try to get all the extra off because now our face is done. I do not want this all over my face. And I'm just going to put this underneath the eye. I'm going to take this ColourPop eye pencil in the shade Get Paid, which is, it's a really similar. It's really similar to the shades that I've been using on my eyes. And I'm going to use this to line my waterline. Now I'm just going to curl my lashes and put on some mascara, just the basics. I'm going to use my beloved Makeup Forever Excessive Lash. For lips, I'm going to use this Revlon lipstick in the color Sandalwood Beige. I am obsessed with the Revlon lipsticks. Like the good old classic Revlon lipsticks. They are so good. I particularly love the pearl finish because I love all things metallic. But really all of them are good. The cream ones, they have so many finishes now. They have sheer, cream, matte. I don't like matte as much because just in general I don't like matte lips that much. But the only reason I don't like matte lips that much is because, like I was saying, my lips are always dry as hell. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's it. Besides the primer that I forgot. Oh, let's do some setting spray. Yeah. I use the Maybelline Master Fix. You get at the drugstore. I think it's like $15 for the bottle. So, definitely cheaper than like your Urban Decay stuff. And, I mean, I think it works fine. I usually don't do setting spray in my videos because 9 times out of 10, I am putting on my makeup at 8 o'clock at night for these videos. So, setting spray just doesn't make sense. Like, I'm not actually going to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I understand that. you know, I'm doing this look for you guys and this, but no, I'm not setting my face at 8 o'clock at night. Like, that's just not realistic. So here's the finished look. The eyeshadow really did not turn out in the way that I wanted it to. The colors just ended up looking like a lot more similar to each other, and like also a lot more similar to my skin tone than I had envisioned. But it's, I mean, I still am enjoying the fact that there's like just a big bunch of shimmer on my eyelids, and for like a nice day out in the summer, this is quite likely what I would do, which was the goal. I was just hoping for something a little more vibrant. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss any future videos. I love you guys so much. Bye.